Hello, RPG Limit Break fans, and welcome to Semifinals Game 3 of Chaos and Hyrule Castle versus Jack Links in our FFR Z1R AP tournament. This is going to be a good race. If you caught the last two, they were insanely close. They were really well run. These are two amazing teams, and this is going to be a heck of a race to see who we get in our finals. Joining me in the booth, we have DM Sword and Sinzo on tracking, and joining me, not only on Restreamer, but on comms, Mecklin. How's it going?
It is going pretty well tonight, aside from it being sub-zero temperatures out. Otherwise, it feels great. That northern weather needs to go back a little further north and just leave us alone down here. A little too far south for this.
Yes, I would greatly appreciate if some of our dear Canada friends, one of them being on stream, would kindly come get their weather, because I don't want it. It's real unpleasant here right now.
Yeah, I know, absolutely.
Which is why we're hanging out at home. We're having a race, and we're doing crew.
And looks like
we ain't going outside.
we got more fighters tonight, because I can't seem to roll anything besides fighters for our runners lately. Only fighters for the end of the tournament.
See, I could see where some people might get a little sick of them, but after, what was it, the first race of this with the all thief party, that the chaos just batted around like little cat toys.
I'm still proud of that chaos, by the way.
I think our runners here are probably just fine with these fighters.
Oh, I'm sure that they are.
And we're off.
So
to Matoya's.
Right, straight to Matoya's and the Take Any Cave for our FFR runners, which ooh. We got a raft out of Dwarf Cave. I didn't see what the Take Any Cave was. Oh, Starting Sword Cave was a cabin. There it is. Okay.
Yeah. So yeah, we've got our raft. We did get a lot of gold in there. So
yeah, decent chunk.
It's starting. When you walk into a shop with 20,000 gold, you're real happy about it. Magic's not great. I mean, that heal 2 is going to be fine later on. We're going to want the healing. That Quake will get us through legend, some enemies. I mean, if we're really lucky, it'll get us through carry. We're going to want to find something other than that. Unfortunately, magic? Okay, we'll get another look at it on Link's side. What I saw in white magic for these fighters wasn't super great.
I saw heal 2 in slot 1, but heal 3 was in slot 2, so we can't learn that. And I think it was like a mute and something else that was just not worth it.
Yeah, I didn't catch what was in slot 4. That's what threw me. I didn't catch what was in slot 4.
Oh, life 2. Okay, so yeah,
okay, so pre-promotion, we get life 2. That's actually really good.
I also see we've got picked up an arrow on the Z1 side. Also in a shop item, just kind of hanging out there. There was it looked like there was keys for sale, but there was also another AP item there. Oh, that was nothing. Pro Cape, okay. Well, I guess Pro Cape's not necessarily nothing. It's a decent amount of absorb for everybody. Oh, that was quick. I guess we had a starting Bane item in our inventory. Or unless that was one of the early items we picked up. But taken down Garland really quickly.
Yeah, that's another AoE insta-kill, but it works a good bit different than Quake and works better on the things that Quake doesn't work on. So having both of those, given that we don't have your typical AoE lit fire, something of that nature, it's kind of nice to have right now.
Oh, 100%. We're seeing a magical rod being pulled on Chaos and Hyrule side. Teeth going and taking out the Armos Knights check and getting a nice reward. Magical rod does some decent damage for our runners. Probably quite happy about finding that early.
was about to say, back in there, Woo Bear. You missed things. Okay, so more heal 2 items here. Which, oh my gosh, how funny is that? You get a heal 2 axe for 4,600, or you get a heal 2 knife for 70. Both do the same thing. One's much cheaper. Very nice. Also, that Invis 2 is really nice. Slap that on all 4 of your fighters. You're gonna get a bait capped in a Topher fight really quick and be able to take a punch. So, do we need those right now? Not necessarily. Are we gonna want them later? Probably.
Probably. So it looks like we found a Triforce fragment from the king, but also inside of the throne room, we managed to find an X-Cal and a rune sword. And Woo Bear decided to go ahead and instantly hint for a tail. I'm sure that we have enough points for that by now after all the looting we've done. So we're going to be booking it for that tail with that X-Cal pickup. That's massive early game.
I mean, we've got the X-Cal, we've got a Coral Sword, and a Rune Sword. So the Coral and Rune we can use pre-promotion, but getting that, if we are able to promote soon, that's an insanely good weapon on one fighter, and a pretty good weapon on 2 more. Plus, we have a fast weapon there. I'm not sure which one that is, but having fast already is one less thing we have to worry about. Because the 2 things we're gonna want spell-wise later is fast and temper. And being able to be like, well, at least I've got one of those right now, it's pretty nice.
Oh, absolutely.
Also finding good gear like an opal shield already. Once Woo Bear gets that tail, we'll have not only a sword to equip, but like some pretty good in-game armor already at the bat. And we're like level 6 or something. It's not too often you see a fighter that's, well, technically very squishy with like in-game armor and weapons.
Right. Insanity that the AP clients provide. The fast I think is the X-Cal. I thought I said it say hurt all when Link was hovering over it. So yeah.
Question in chat from Shumbabi. I haven't been keeping up on these. Does a win in one game dump the items into the other? No, it does not. So, for anyone who's played AP, you can have settings that either one person on the team finishes every AP item that they have that belongs to the other person gets directly sent to them, or you can have that turned off. For this tournament, that is turned off. Now, say if your partner finishes and you still need something, or they need you to go look back for something they can't find, you can go back into the game once you finish and not have to redo it, but your game will not send those items to your partner once you've finished your game.
Okay, so Fry Teeth looks like they've cleared out all level 2 here in Z1. Flip Heel making their way through level 1 right now. It doesn't look like we pulled anything much of note out of level 2. But Woo Bear clearing out the Cardia Isles. Makes sense, there's a lot of free items in here. A lot of free checks to try to get some hints flowing. Hints are definitely key in these AP races that being able to hint for your progression so that you have a idea of where to start going and looting things instead of just aimlessly running about the entire world.
Yeah, and you have to have done 10% of your overall available checks to get 1 hint. So you got to open a lot of boxes for those hints. Worth it when you're able to get them because they can, speed up your progression quite a bit. Oh no, Big Dino says not today to that fighter party. Come on, D. There we go. Yep, now Link doing the checks here. The one thing that yes, these are easy checks, so they're ones you're probably gonna make first, but the one thing that can be a little aggravating is we do have the relocate chest flag on, which means if you know the game even just a little from vanilla or FFR, you know where the boxes are. Like, say Cardia Forest there typically has 7 boxes. That one had quite a few less than that because with the relocate chest flag on, it basically takes all the chests in the game and puts them in new locations, and you have no clue where they are, so you're just checking everywhere they can have a box, hoping it's got something you want. And making sure you don't miss any boxes, because in areas you wouldn't typically check, because there could be boxes there now, and you got to make sure you check those too, because if you don't, you could very easily not pick up something you need otherwise. Oh yeah, we had a Triforce fragment in one of the Cardias.
Yep, both runners managed to pick that
up. Having 2 of those already. Yeah, having that early feels 2 of those early already feels pretty good. We don't have a whole lot of anything else yet, but
right, that's 2 less Triforce pieces that we need to hint for our Zelda side to finish up, because we will require to find all 8 Triforce pieces to get access to the Ganon fight. As well, I believe we need the bow and a sword of some type. Ooh. We do have the arrow already.
Yes.
Oh.
Yeah, the bow, the silver arrows, I believe, and then you're gonna want your white sword, and then you have to have the 8 Triforce pieces. So we're on our way with the Triforce pieces, like I said, and finding those just randomly does help. It's nice because then it means less tints you need for those later you can use for other things. Also, hello, fast and temper in a shop that's buyable. Also, another example of the shop in this having jokes when you got 1 temper item that is, I think it was like in the 5 digits, which I'm gonna assume is probably a cat claw.
That'd be my guess too, yeah. Yeah, the 50k temper item, I think that's cat claw since it doesn't have the weapon symbol behind it. But yeah, the cheap tempers, very nice find indeed. So pretty well set then for our runners. About finding those progression items, we need Rod, Oxyel, Chime, and Cube, as well as we'll need to find the key and the loot for our FFR runners to get access to all 4 orbs, as well as to get through to almost said Ganon, the Chaos fight. One of those. So we have found the red candle for Flip Heal and crew, but we also did pick up the regular candle for the Chaos side. I believe the difference is one of them you can only light one on one screen, and then the red candle you can light it as many times as you do on the same. Little weird mechanics, but I guess that's how they blocked some progression early. Also finding the silver arrow for Jack Link's. Very nice find. That'll speed up that Ganon fight as well as quite a few others. And a recorder?
Yeah, I was about to say, I was having a bit of a Discord issue, and immediately as soon as it fixes, I come up and it's like, Ruby, recorder. Okay, nice item, it's fine. One of those we definitely need, and the other one we don't quite, but still real nice to find early.
Oh yeah, the recorder gives us access to all of the dungeons in Z1R. Very, very nice.
The Ruby being something we may or may not need, because Titans is tri-stated, so he could or could not be blocking your path to those 4 chests, and we have seen required items in there, so having that Ruby early just in case it's needed, it's nice.
Absolutely.
May not be exactly what you want, but it's still nice to have. And we just got, we got a red ring on one side and our blue ring in the other, so we at least now know where both are.
Yeah, and those are very nice additions. It'll ribbon, blocking all status ailments and reducing magic damage for FFR runners. And then the blue ring cutting damage, but I believe by in half. And then if we do end up finding the red ring, it'll cut our damage to a quarter of the original damage. So very nice find. Helps us out with sustainability later on. Also, I see a white shirt, which usually is in Viz 2, but with magic spells being scrambled up, it could be anything. I haven't seen the runner's inventory screen to know what that was picked up.
Yeah, unfortunately, until someone menus over into the armor menu, we're not gonna know what that is. Let's say, Wooberry, you bought the more expensive one. It's the same thing. Not that you're short on cash. That's just my inner frugal lady, just being like, buy the cheaper one.
Just throw money away at this point.
I mean, you kind of really can. That's one of the things that I love best about AP is you basically have enough money to just do whatever you need. Is within like the first couple minutes of you starting.
Yep. Oh, Fry Teeth, buy the other key. It's a check. Gotta buy the other key to get the check on it. Oh, we missed a check.
Is it a check that's got something in it we need?
I mean, it was just a small key, so it's not like
Gotcha.
End of the world, but it is one check that can help you get to another hint point.
That's true.
Be able to spam those Triforce hints earlier. But you know, I mean, it's one check, so it's not like it's in the world. Like I said, it was a small key, so it's not like there's going to be a chance of it just being the loot sitting in a shop somewhere, you know.
I'm curious. So we know within just the first couple minutes, Woo did the really like early tail check, but we haven't seen it. So I'm really curious as to where that is, because that kind of tells me that like it's somewhere that is just too hard, too difficult right now to get to. And that feels a little bad. Although also getting our cube in level 3 here sent over to Woobear. Another required item we need to finish the game.
Question in chat, is one teammate on each game, or both can travel back and forth between? So each runner is playing their own game separately. It's just they are connected through the Archipelago client, so that all of the items are mixed between the two games. There's some restriction to them, whereas like the Triforce pieces are all going to be in the FFR game. And that, I think that's just to mostly slow down the Zelda side a little bit, so it's kind of get it more in line with the length of an FFR client. But no, these are not like the SMZ seeds that you see, or like Quadrando or anything like that. These are completely separate games connected through Archipelago. So, which you just go to archipelago.gg. You can learn more about how to connect the games together like this. Another Triforce fragment too, on Jack Link's side from Volcano.
Which we're here, so we're checking on the boxes. So we know that's one that both teams are going to find easily.
Yep. It's when they're down.
We've seen a whole lot.
It's once
Volcano otherwise though.
Oh, loot found in level 3 raft spot. Very nice pickup.
Indeed. Another item that we need to finish the game here on the FFR side.
Yep. But again, Fliphill's also likely going to find that item and send it over to Link, so yeah, not a big deal. But Cube being sent over to Link as well. Probably going to be hinting for a chime soon, like Woo is doing right now. There's like 50 some chests inside of Sky. Between Mirage and Sky, so like it's a pretty nice place you want to get to. If you've already got one of the items, you might as well hint for the other.
Yeah, Sky's dense with a ton of boxes, and yeah, you're right. Like if you have half the puzzle piece there, it just makes sense to hint for the rest, so that you can go to Sky and just open those boxes. Because chances are you're gonna find something there that you or your teammate needs.
Key and Crown found for opposite teams. Key being sent to Woobear was in the level 3 Triforce spot, and then the Crown being picked up through Armory, Volcano Armory. So Chaos will find that crown as well. It does not only allow you to get the Astos chest, but in these particular flag set, it also blocks off the Castle of Ordeals checks. In the vanilla game, you probably didn't know, but the crown was actually required to walk across the staircase to get to the top of Castle of Ordeals. So, pretty nice find for the runners, especially if there ends up being Triforce pieces locked away in there. I believe there's that Triforce. Oops, sorry, go ahead.
Seeing, yeah, I was say we're slowly seeing each team get the things that the other team had. So this game is honestly really, really close. I mean, I know we're only like 19 minutes in, but like sometimes you see a divergence or you just see like something that kind of looks one way or the other. But right now, they're basically just holding hands going through the game.
Yeah, it'll be interesting to see if one of them decides to dive Marsh Cave or Ice Cave early, because that seems to be a lot of where the difference in it comes into is Well,
we did see Woo Bear do ice. Did ice right before coming to Volcano.
Oh, that's right, we did. Yeah.
I was about to say, so we take on Carrie. We've got a weapon. We've got Fast, we've got Temper, we've got Invis too. A little good luck with your RNG and your turn order. Carry at these levels with what we have here, absolutely doable.
Oh, especially with all the tempers we've got going here. Yeah. We're swinging a rune
for
sword
200.
there.
Yeah, and for 200, like a couple of more of those, and we're gonna be just fine here.
Oh yeah, it was 329 there. Yeah. Fight's over. We do see some hints coming out though for Oxiel for Chaos. Also, what do we get? We Reporter and the Step Ladder was being for by Jack Link.
Yeah, making good use of all these checks over here in Volcano.
Oh, hint for the Rod as well.
Yeah, at this point, just being like, we got all these checks. Let's just,
Yeah, you might as well just slam
use
through
them
the
to
hints.
Our
yeah.
with the things we need. Yeah.
Because that's.
Oh no, not Proc Gen, not Proc Gen.
Hey, Proc Gen.
Oh no, Proc Gen.
It wasn't enough just to have. It wasn't enough just to have all the chests shuffled around. We had to also shuffle some floors around a bit. Proc Gen Earth is just so weird.
Oh.
But it's fun to see our runners have to do something silly.
I'm not sure that this is silly. I feel like this is just borderline torture. It's just no fun. Alright, so we've got Woo taking his carry fight again with the Invis 2, with the Fast, with the Temper. We saw basically nothing out of this carry. At least nothing, worrisome out of this carry. So it won't be long before Woo has his first Orblet too.
Yep. Looks like a chime was being pulled out of a shop there from Fry Teeth. Being sent over, so that's nice. I do think both teams have hinted for that now, so should be not too long before Flipheel finds that for Link, but also Link pulling the magical key. So now small key is not an issue for Flipheel. You can just bust down through every door in all of Zelda.
Yeah, something I'm going to guess we might not see on Chaos's side for a while. Weaver has full access to Sky, and there's far more in there than there is Earth. I would be genuinely shocked if he went anywhere other than Sky after this carry fight.
Hey Danny, guess what?
Yes.
Your restreamer's a goober. That's not Flip Peel, that's Darthling.
Oh, yes.
Yeah, that was the other match from last night.
We did a lot of races just this weekend with both these teams. It's fine.
I was like thinking about it. I was like, wait a minute, wasn't it Flip Peel and Iker run a team, not Link and Flip Peel? What's going on here?
In the last couple of days, between the two matches we've had here in the semifinals, we've had what, 5 races?
Yep. Yeah, it's been
5 races, something like that. So
quite a bit, yeah. But we're on track now.
And we've got the recorder there. Yep. So we're good. Now Fry Teeth can bounce around a bunch of places.
Oh, that recorder was in Bahamut's lair, so that's why we didn't get that as early on Woober's side, since Woo was wanting that tail first, probably. But it seems that tail is probably buried a little bit further than we would like.
Yeah.
I think without that recorder, Fry Teeth was pretty much limited on what items we could get to at this point. So, yeah, it makes sense to rush that area and get that, and we'll deal with the promotion later. Not too bad to walk back down there.
Yeah, well, that, and it's clear that, it's not somewhere easily attainable here in the FFR world, or we'd already have it. So it's either been blocked by something like here in Sky somewhere, or...
I hope it's on Slab.
We're just... 3 games in a row.
I know, right? That's just wild. Oh, we found another ribbon, I believe, here. Or is that, maybe that's the same ribbon we found earlier.
No, that's Mirage Tower. This is a new ribbon.
Oh, yeah, I guess it would be. Okay.
Yeah, new ribbon. And a Triforce piece, is that?
Oh, that's Earth
And we have a Triforce piece in Earth.
Yep. Oh no, Link sending the Book of Magic over to Darthling.
But see, that's the book we don't want, right?
That's the book we don't want, yeah, especially considering our weapon is the magic rod, so that makes it a little more difficult to use, since it puts that little bit of fire at the end of it, making it so you can't use it until the fire goes away. It's just rather annoying.
No.
Rather annoying, but, we'll get through it.
Smokey the Bear would not approve.
Oh, letter being sent over as well. That is, from I understand, potentially locking 3 checks on the Zelda side, the potion shop items. So, maybe required, maybe not. At least we have it. We don't need to hunt down for it. Anything that we can do to save hints on the Zelda side, since you're limited to 10 hints per game, like you said, the 10%, so 10 hints per game. We're likely to not go and find every single chest. So realistically, you probably only have about 6 or 7 hints, I would say, before you get to the too far into the game. And then at that point, like, you got to really decide, like, is there something important I need to hint, like the bow, since we're getting to the end of the game and we haven't seen it yet, which I would imagine that bow hint might be coming soon. There's not much else that the Zelda runners would really want to hint for aside from a sword and then the Triforce fragments. Not really seeing a whole lot coming out of C yet either.
No.
Hey, katana found. All right, very useful weapon when we have 4 fighters.
Used that 3 days ago.
Looks like Darthling is just kind of hanging out here in level 5, waiting for that step ladder to show up so we can progress through the dungeon. I'm assuming there's probably something important in here that we want to grab, otherwise we would likely go elsewhere to grab some checks, but it feels like there's something here. And if I had to guess,
this is where.
Yeah, the stepladder. Yeah,
Link would hear, and Darthling's just waiting. I'm going to assume this is where it's at. Although I didn't catch where we found the Oxtail, but
where did we find the Oxtail? That was picked up. Roll back a little bit here. It was an Earth Cave.
Oh, okay. If Darthling is waiting on something that is here in C, it feels real bad because that is such a big dungeon with so many checks, and like it doesn't give you a very specific, hey, this is where it is. Go look there. Answer. So you could be waiting a while.
Right. Yeah. There's a lot of rooms to have to search out through all of Sea Shrine. There's just like that room there. There's normally nothing in that room, but it's a room we have now to peek through with chests being shuffled up, like this floor as well. Yeah, it's just a matter of when it's going to show up for us, and I'm willing to bet it's going to end up behind Kraken.
Yeah, dragon armor and a Triforce fragment in that one room there in Sky. Dragon armor is something we're really going to be happy about once we can class change.
It's a very nice piece of armor.
So I believe that has us 4 on Chaos' side, 5 on Jack Link's side for Triforce pieces.
Yeah, so far, no Triforce pieces throughout the Sky yet.
Oh, you just found the one, did we not? Or am I crazy?
I think that was the Sea Shrine, was it not?
Oh, was it? Okay, then I misread. I thought it was there with the other one. Then I'm crazy. I'm telling you, old lady eyes are getting the best of me.
Sea Sky, it's the same thing, isn't it?
I mean, they do look very similar.
Yeah, Blue Ring being picked up.
Here,
Sorry, go ahead.
Okay, no, I say that's a good thing that we found here, on the Z1R side. But yeah, so far not exactly a ton in the Sky, which feels a little bad because it's a mighty big dungeon to full clear.
Right. I was gonna say, but maybe it was the food, but no, the food was also found in Sea Shrine as well. So. Yeah, and then the stepladder was being pulled out here in the pre-Kraken room. So that was being sent over to Darthling. Continue on, we'll see what Darthling finds here in level 5 behind that. I'm gonna go ahead and say it's the rod.
Yeah, we kind of really need something in this skydive and this last few checks to kind of pay off, because otherwise it's gonna feel real bad that we full cleared here.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
I mean, it made all the sense in the world to go here. There's so many checks here, but it's a little wild to find so little here.
We've got one more room on this floor, and then we've got Tia's floor as well, which all the chests on Tia's floor are going to be blocked behind the Tia fight.
Yeah,
but I think we are okay with taking that down.
Yeah, I mean, again, I'm gonna say we've got the Invis too. We've got, I think we've got a path through Tia. Although Link is having a heck of a time with this Kraken. I mean, we're getting there, but Kraken is putting up a fight.
Oh, and we're swinging a rune sword instead of a coral sword too, so it's going to take a little while longer.
Oh, yeah.
Tail Hint being coming out now by Link as well, so we've decided we really want to find that tail to get that X-Cal and that other armor equipped. I think we might have seen all 3 ribbons now as well too. Whether our runners actually got to keep all 3 ribbons, we'll have to wait and find out.
Link getting through Kraken. We've got Woobear, Bracken, Atia.
Lighting the orb first.
Light our orb.
Yep, very smart. Yep. Oh, the bow being locked at level 5 Triforce. Interesting. Hey, and there's the magical
sword here past Tia. Yeah.
Honestly, that kind of feels like a little bit of a payoff. It would be nice to have found another Triforce fragment up here, but like magical sword, very nice find for our runners. Oh no,
not the Warwick.
The ribbon, the ribbon.
We've lit our orb.
That's purple.
Wait, are we?
Looks like we're fighting it.
It looks like such a... That we're making sure it can't punch us while we try to run.
That could be it too.
This party has a lot of durability, in game. But one thing it is not is a party that runs. So, but I mean, we've got fast, we've got temper, we've got invis too. It might take a while and a lot of temper, but this fight's doable. As long as Wormack doesn't have nothing. I mean, he's just punching. Oh no, that was a miss. So lots and lots more temper. I don't think I have a lock item. That would be fantastic here. Oh no. Oh, we keep missing.
Okay, so something that is definitely going to help Woobear and Fry Teeth out is the fact that Darthling just hinted for the magical sword. Gonna get the hint that it's in Sky Palace, which means Link is gonna have to open up all of those same chests that Woobear did. And if we're still looking for a Triforce fragment, maybe we'll open up all the Mirage checks as well on the way up. That'd be the only thing that Link could really potentially skip at that point. But that might help sway some time back just a little bit. A canoe found inside of Ordeals. Usually you need the canoe to get inside of Ordeals. A little odd.
Now we're getting damage on this format. It only took about 370 tempers, but we're getting there. Heck yeah, robot jam, let's go.
All right, big experience gains.
Once again, means no matter how the game ends, Woobear people shan't.
Exactly. A Triforce fragment was found in Ordeals too.
Yeah, and that Wormack fight did wonders for his levels.
Yeah, level 17 already. Probably, honestly, I don't see Woobear grinding for any levels at that point.
No, like there's so many things here that you can do. I mean, honestly, you can just take fights. If you just take fights, at least I found by watching this, if you just take fights along the way, and a lot of these dungeons, like, your levels will get there.
Oh, absolutely, yeah.
Especially with a fighter, because they, per level, have such a higher HP count anyway than, say, like a thief, that you could go in at lower levels and still have a decent health that'll get you through Tober. Granted, not always, but it's possible.
Okay, looks like Darthling is sending out hints for Triforce fragments now. Yep, there's 2 hints for Triforce fragments. Those are the 2 that we need. And then we've hinted for the rod, I remember. So honestly, once we find that rod, Link and Darthling are essentially in go mode at that point. Ooh, 6 pack of metal slimes, and we have fire too. Some nice chunk of experience.
No, everyone send Woobear happy thoughts. Our people's champ is not a fan of the proc gen. We're both team. We don't like it. But is required at the very least. This top half is, because we do know there is a Triforce piece here.
Oh, a comment by one of our trackers, DM Stewart. Darfling still needs an S word. Yes, we do still need a sword, but we have hinted for it, so we know where the magical sword is at least. If we find any other ones along the way, cool. But like we know where that magical sword is now. We're gonna go for that specifically, I think. I think there was a Triforce fragment here in Earth somewhere. There was something important here. Oh, the Oxio. I think that was it.
Yep, they were both there. There was a Triforce piece and the Oxio. So at the very least, the pre-rod portion of this Earth cave is required.
I'm just curious where that rod is going to end up being. I almost feel like it's level 7 just because this is where Darkling's at. And that's the only other thing we really need at this point is the sword and the rod. And I didn't see a hint for anything like the crystal or the bottle or anything like that. So I would assume it's just kind of just hanging out here.
Yeah. Because, I mean, anywhere in our game here, if it was... I mean, the only places I think it really could be that we haven't been in FFR is, like, Marsh.
Yeah, I think
Titans. Like, there's some places it could be.
I think Waterfall is also a potential on there, but...
Yeah, which we'd need Canoe for, but if we didn't have that, that's the thing we'd hint for. And we've done none of the things in our game that would be like, yep, that's where it is. So... Or that we would have run to get. So yeah, I think it's safe to say that it's in Z1R somewhere.
Right. That's the thing too.
Again, Woo Bear hinted for it like 40 some minutes ago. So 40 minutes ago.
Yep.
Like right after we got the X-Cal, as soon as there was 15 hints, like it was the first thing hinted for. So the fact that we still don't have it says a lot. We're doing a good job of clearing these floors here on Earth, though.
Yeah, you kind of have to do it in a methodical pattern. Sweeping around the outsides and working your way either clockwise or counterclockwise until you've cleared out every potential room. Yeah, Fry Teeth is in level 6.
I don't know why.
What's that?
I was gonna say, I genuinely don't know why or how, but for some reason, when it's Proc-Gen Earth, it makes those floors so much bigger. Okay, we got the Oxyel out of there. Did we not get the... I don't think we got the Triforce piece that I believe was possibly in there.
I thought it was, but maybe... I don't know, yeah, I might have been misremembering where that was at as well, too, so... I thought there was one in Earth Cave as well. But maybe it was just the Oxio, I was thinking. I know that leads to at least one Triforce fragment in Sea Shrine, which is where Woobear's heading.
And then there's one in Ordeals, so that gets us 5 on that side, opposed to the 6 on the other. I mean, the bright side is we have to go back to Earth. So if at some point it gets to where there is one in there, and if Fry Teeth hints for it, and it's in Earth, at least Woobear knows, okay, I know where I skipped boxes, so I know where to check.
Right.
Because I don't think he full cleared that 3rd floor.
Hey, we found a tail.
Full cleared the first 2, but got that Oxyel out of 3rd floor.
Got a tail pulled from Darkling, sending it over to Link. It's the level 7 key drop, the troll dorms. For hiding that tail. Trying to remember what level 7. I think he required to have the bow to get through level 7, if I remember right. Or chat will correct me if I am wrong. But I feel like that was a thing. No? Okay. Food. Food is required to get through level 7. Okay. Which we did find that thought both teams had found one of them, because there's 2 of those items in the game. Okay, so I didn't see anything big being pulled out of level 6 either from Fryteeth. So I'm not quite sure where else this rod could be hiding at this point. Oh!
Yeah, it's got me wondering too.
They didn't have the stepladder. And I believe you need a stepladder to get a couple checks in level 6. Unless there's some faint...
We've got a...
Sorry, go ahead.
I was gonna say, no, we were following up and doing all the things Link's done, and Link following up and doing all the things Woobear's done.
Yeah, kind of just covering each other's steps at this point.
Yep. Exiting out and then just going back in. Honestly, smart, because it's quicker than walking back out of there. Link taking on their TF fight. Again, fast, the tempers, the invis. How much damage? Okay, we're gonna need to do a little more damage out of that fighter on T. I mean, that 120 will too get us there, but swing hard a little bit. Ooh, okay, that's unpleasant.
Was that a punch? Or was that a...
This is some poison that went through and did decent damage on a couple of those. Okay. So on a couple of those spiders, but like we're hitting for a lot right now, so I think we're fine. Couple more timbers for good measure. Yeah, and we're through Tia. Oh no, we're not through Tia. I thought that one had it. I am wrong. One more?
There
we go. Now we're through Tia.
I say you can never have too many
sworn
tempers.
It gave like the last message of her being gone, and then they were still there, and I was like, wait, hold on.
Link, grab the orb before you start opening chests. There you go. Okay. Like, save on game over. You want to utilize that, make sure you grab that orb before potentially having to...
Oh, yeah.
Free dive for that entire thing.
Oh, absolutely.
Because, like, missing chests, that's one thing, but missing the orb and having to redo the Tia fight, that feels bad.
They're awful. Absolutely awful.
Oh, the food was in Sea Shrine as well, so maybe we didn't have that for Chaos.
Picked up our magical sword on the Jack Link side. Let our second orb. So we need rod and we want tail. Those are the things we know on the FFR side. For both runners on the FFR side of our games.
Right.
Still looking for Triforce pieces on both Z1R runners. Fryteeth still really needs our bow and there's still arrows. Yeah, there's still a decent chunk of this race I feel still to go. We've got our key. Are we doing key locks for funsies, or do we know that something's in one of them? Now, this is one of those rooms that typically has so many boxes in it. To go in and just see 2 feels so bad. Yep, there we go. Triforce piece in dwarf locked.
That's one more we need, right?
Yeah. According to the tracker, we just need one more on that side. Only need one more on that side, but still, oh, yep. Gonna assume there's one in Marsh.
Of course. Of course there's one in Marsh
because
Cave.
Of course. It's the one place it's the one place everyone goes last because no one wants to go there. So always, of course, there's something you need. But yeah, still just need the one Triforce piece there, but still a lot of game left to play on the FFR side.
Yeah, but still, like you said, we still need that rod so we can take out Lich. If I had to guess,
like,
the rod is probably here in level 6. And the reason that Fried Teeth was here was waiting for that step ladder to get through. Because Fried Teeth just got the step ladder very recently. Yep, there it is, level 6 Triforce, there's the rod. So yeah, that's what we were waiting on. We were waiting for that food to show up. Oh, the other food location was level 5, and so that was in the Zelda side itself. So I think Darthling did do level 5 a lot earlier. That makes sense why we had that. Game could be over pretty quickly here. Ending on Topher fights. If anybody saw the chaos from a few days ago, anything can happen. Still very proud of that chaos, Danny. I don't care what anybody says.
It sure was a thing.
Oh, and there's the last Triforce fragment pulled out of Marsh Cave. So yeah, Linkalot and Darthling are at this point in go mode. We need to grab that last orb, which won't be too bad. It's just a matter of navigating the proc gen. We're gonna promote first, though.
Oh yeah,
that makes sense. Promote before we take out the orb, because there's a high probability of us forgetting until we get to Toph, and then it feels bad, because then we have to go back again. Okay,
yeah,
there was...
on the FFR side, other than, let's say that telling that rod we need on Woobear side, orb-wise, we're fine, but yeah, there's still a decent little bit of things that we need to do on Chaos' side. We're pretty set on the other.
Woobear looked like they were looking for something else coming through the armor's menu screen. So I'm wondering if something got sent to the Shadow Realm in the AP client for them, which has been known to happen.
So we did just get a ribbon recently on that side, so it could have been that.
I saw we had 2.
It was in the armor.
Since we have 2 ribbons on Chaos' side.
And I want to say there was the Power Gauntlets, I think we saw on that side, which is the Power Gauntlet is a guaranteed fast, although we have fast, so I'm going to assume if we were looking for something armor-wise on Woobear's side, it was likely that ribbon.
Yeah. That's going to feel bad if we lost another ribbon. Seems to be ribbons that disappear quite often. Still unsure what's causing that between the clients and the game. Hopefully we'll be able to narrow that down before the next tournament.
A question in chat, did the game forget that black belts, thieves, and red mages exist? It sure did in the semifinals.
It really has. I don't know what's going on.
Yep.
I even checked to make sure.
Over here.
I even checked the page that
Did you?
I checked to make sure that like what I'm rolling, it has all of the classes available, and it's like someone didn't troll me and swap the link out for fighters only. No, all 4 classes are still there, so just the game is just has many jokes.
Yeah, and we see Woo Bear grabbing that Triforce piece there. It was right there. I knew there was one on this floor somewhere. I just wasn't sure, and it was there after the vampire.
Oh, okay. I think we stopped at the
which we just did check. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, got to the vampire, did those, and then noped out with the Oxio.
Yeah.
And we know that. I mean, Woo Bear might check the rest of these because I'm not sure that he knows there's nothing here. However, there is. I don't. Nothing required here on this next floor, so we really could just run straight to Lich. And then all we need is our last, I think, 2 Triforces.
Mm-hmm. Which I'm wondering if we have hinted. I haven't seen the hints for them on the Chaos side. Which I would think at this point we should have enough hit points to just blast out the last 3 Triforce hints, and then that way we know what we're looking for.
Question in chat. I joined late. What caused such a gap in the Triforce pieces between the teams? Honestly, a lot of it was just route divergence. And then I think some of those hints that came out a little sooner on the other side for the last couple kind of decided where Link went here in the last little bit. But a lot of it, I think, came down to just route divergence and who did what dungeons first. Okay, so we're through our first spin here on Link's side.
Also,
we got a G
through
on Darthling.
Zelda, yeah, or Ganon. So yeah. Well, that might be a little loud. My apologies.
Nah, it was alright.
Okay, there we go. Hint for silvers, hint for Triforce fragments. So yeah, now we're hinting out for what we need.
No problem with that Lich whatsoever. Lich 2, as we take Lich 1 on Woo Bear's side. So many bats on that floor. We're down to 3 men on this party. But we've class changed. We have good weapons. We have good gear. We have good magic. We have decent levels. Starting with an Invis 2. Opens with a Blaze. We did some not pleasant damage on that second fighter. But otherwise, the other 2 rumors took it like a champ. So yeah, we're Invis 2ing. We're tempering. We're fasting.
Chaos is also fasting.
Not something you want to see. Gonna want a lot more of those Invis 2s. A Lit 2, not something we're worried about. Meanwhile, Woo Bear going to class change. Okay, so far we've seen a whole lot of nothing out of this chaos. We're not hitting it very hard, but it's not doing much damage to us either. Blizzard, again, not something we're necessarily worried about. Good thing we have lock. More temper, more lock, more swinging. I think that's all we're going to see out of this fight until... Oh! Okay, that's a little nasty. That's a little mean. We've got healing somewhere, so we might want to use it. Yeah, we're not... If we don't start doing more damage on this chaos, this is going to be a bit of a... It's already a long fight, but... And swing... Oh, wait. For a second there, I thought we were going to try and brack the chaos. And temper, and more cure, more swing. Okay, that's better damage than we've been seeing. And another swing. Okay, now we're doing decent damage with every swing. And granted, this Chaos has a whole lot of nothing. I'm not sure he's long for this world, except for the fact that our weapon's not going in reverse. Okay. Chaos down. GG. Jack Links taking game 3. Let's see if I can find Discord and get them in for an interview.
Got one of them.
Oh,
and
there we go.
There we got the other. GG's.
Thank you.
Ooh, GG.
Congratulations on having another fighter seed.
That fighter seed felt a lot better, at least.
Yeah, I feel like routing went a whole lot better tonight than it did last night.
Yeah, honestly, I think just seed-wise, for both teams, I don't feel like there was anything too awful, too gross, too nasty that was just, like, standing in anyone's way. Which, given some of the past seeds we've seen this week, felt a little nice.
Yeah, I mean, I feel like the worst thing about this seed was Oxyale in Earth Cave, and if you want to do it early, you need to dive it without the rod. That was the worst part about it, I felt like. And that still wasn't that bad.
Where are we flying to? Yeah, there was one thing I was going to ask about, and then I completely forgot what it was now. So that's fun. And you mentioned, yeah, the Oxyale there it always feels so bad when you have to do Rodless Earth to get anything. And then it's just to be something required, because there was things in there.
We had a combination of hints that kind of indicated we had to be able to get it without the rod.
Yeah. Even worse is the game is Oh, go ahead.
I was going to say, when he hinted for Stepladder and I saw it in with C, I'm like, I was about to hint for Chime, because I'd already gotten the cube. I'm like, well, that's the best place to go right now. When you did that, I'm like, all right, C's my priority. And it's like, let me hint Oxio. I'm like, Earth Cave. I'm like, hint Rod. And it's like level 6 Triforce. I'm like, can you get to level 6 Triforce without the stepladder? And he's like, no. I'm like, all right, cool. This can't be Rodlock, so I know it's got to be somewhere on level 1, 2, or 3. And I was just thinking, please just don't be Proc Gen, because that was easy to find. And then it's like Proc Gen. I'm like, yay, great.
Yeah, that was
wonderful.
That was going to be what I commented. It's like, it's bad enough you have to search, pre-rod for required items. It's such a slap in the face when the game says, you have to go here and look for things. And we're going to make it Proc Gen, so it's far more harder than it should be. It's like oh, that's just rude. The game's rude.
Well, on the bright side, it was the idea, like when I got the Axa, I was immediately going to dip and go right to C, where I'm like, let me check to make sure there's not another room, potentially before Rodlock. And then I got the free Triforce Fragment, and I was like, okay, I'm happy about this decision. Okay, now time to go to C Shrine. The fact that we got 6 of the Triforce Fragments before we even started hinting for it, I feel helped a lot, because it was just, he needed, a sword. And I was already going to Sky anyways. I was like, and 2 Triforce Fragments. It was like, hint for your Triforce Fragments while we're there. I'm like, all right, I'm going to get your sword, so I need the rod. And go camp out at level 6, wait for the sword. And then I'll go pick up your Triforce Fragments, because I'll essentially be in go mode at that point. And I'll be waiting for the rod while I grab those fragments.
Yeah, I think
Yeah.
this is one of the races where I've seen Triforce pieces have to be hinted for the least. Because I feel like a lot of times you're seeing like 3 hints, 4 hints there towards the end.
Yeah, that's been our average, is about 4.
Yeah, we just stumbled onto them. I mean, there was nowhere where there's just like a cluster of them. All 8 of them were in completely different locations. So, yeah, I feel like the routing just kind of helped out. It was just like I didn't have a major dungeon to do. It's like, let me go run ordeals really quick while I'm waiting for something. It's like Triforce Fragment. It's like I don't think we made really a poor decision on where we should be going next the entire time.
Yeah.
I felt like, yeah, there wasn't really a way we could
Even the
do this any better, probably.
Even the greed check for me going into 8 before I went into 2 that got me the blue ring, like that made my life considerably easier. Because Fryteeth is much more experienced with the swordless stuff from the Z1R side than I am. So I'm like, I need to play really well, and that check paid off dividends for me.
So I'm watching the stream here. We've got Woobear on Kraken 2, who immediately blows up one of our fighters, having us down to 2. Feels not great. Hasn't done anything much other than hit the 1, which, you know, damage we can now mitigate after we've thrown out quite a few Invis 2s. Decent damage coming out of that fighter with just the temper on it. Lead 2, nothing to worry about. Fire 3, again, nothing to worry about. Okay, so Kraken 2, nothing to worry about. Now time for Chaos versus 1 Woobear. Okay, so opens up being rude.
Ah, big swing off of Chaos just right away.
Like, what did do to Chaos?
Yelled
It's
at
fine,
him,
still
clearly.
standing upright enough to cast Invis 2. Like, you hit me once, I'm not allowing you to do it again. It's fine.
Ready for a great chaos fight here?
I mean, I'm here for it. Seems like it's going well so far.
Uh-oh.
Yeah. I forgot to put temper on a fighter. Which
Oh.
is, I'm noticing
Ouch.
right
Oh
here.
no.
A little bit.
I mean, you've got fast at least, so like it's
I got
something.
fast.
And Cure 2.
And Gear 2, that's important.
And Invis 2. Yeah, you're good. You're good.
Yeah,
And
I'm basically
CCCC, I
unkillable.
believe. I mean,
Oh, but you're swinging an X-Cal, aren't you?
Mm-hmm.
gonna make
Oh.
it just a little bit harder. It's fine, I still believe in CCCC. Come on, little buddy. You can do it. Folks
Remember-
watching, take this as a valuable lesson that temper is a great spell.
Mm-hmm. There's also another lesson here.
Also, all
Make-
C's are
Hello.
goated ever since Scantron test days. For anyone old enough to get that reference.
Yep, unfortunately, I'm old enough to get that one.
I know I'm old enough, but I don't think I get it.
The joke was if you don't know what the answer is, you just write C.
Oh, gotcha. Okay. So I'm just old and beat them.
And there's an old movie, Summer School, that they had a test, and one of the guys is like, C, because he didn't study. He had no clue what was going on.
Wait, are we
So
in
by
a
the way,
loop?
4 hits, 68
I'd say,
damage.
are we in a
remember that
loop?
number?
Uh-huh.
This is where I was looking for something heavy to put on my controller.
Right.
It's like, he will die eventually. I don't know
Like,
how
just-
long, but
Just getting a cramp in your finger. Yeah, but I mean, you get the loop. You kind of have to stick with it, though. Not that it feels great.
No, but it's funny at least. Coming up here in like
it is funny.
30 seconds a minute, everyone avert your eyes.
Oh no! Don't tell me something horrible happens to CCCC. I don't think my heart can take it. Okay.
CCCC's a god.
I mean, I'm not going to argue that. Watch it and go. So yeah, we talked a little bit with Lincoln Darthling about how they felt the seed went. So how you feeling about how it went there, Woo Bear?
I thought it went well. Surprised when I saw the finish. I was like, damn, we got crushed. I thought I played fine, but it happens sometimes. Was there a way to not double dip Earth?
No.
No. Well,
Okay.
maybe. I guess it depends on your partner and if they can get through. No, wait, because you need the Oxyel from 6 to get the step. No, it's impossible.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I was gonna
Yeah.
say it was impossible. It was a required double dip.
That's how we figured out the logic. Because I was like, I can wait for that, and then because he hinted for that, I was about to hint for my chime. He hinted for stepladder, and I was like, all right, let me hint for Oxyel because that's more important right now. So Oxyel was in Earth. I'm like, uh-oh. Let me hint for Rod, and then as Rod is in level 6 Triforce, and I asked him, can you get to the level 6 Triforce with no stepladder? He's like, nope. I'm like, all right, well, it's not Rod locked, so that means I have access to it, so I need to go there immediately. And yeah, I went there right away, grabbed it, and like, okay. Did a couple
Oh gosh.
That's what they did. That's what did someone kept seeing energy.
Oh,
It's a weird
yeah.
bug. I don't know what happened. It was just like, oh, the game set up a whole ton.
Zoom. Yeah, no,
Yeah,
the
I did
Oxyel
Sky
and
early, so
yeah, it started feeling so bad because there's almost always something in Sky, at least before you get past Tia, and just opening boxes and going, oh, if this is starting to feel bad, that dive. And so like you
Mhm.
get the magical sword after Tia, and it's like, okay, thank goodness there's at least something there to make that dive worth it. Because like you wouldn't have known even if you had hinted for it exactly where it was. So you still would have opened everything looking for it, but it was starting to feel real unpleasant there for a little while.
That was the
Yeah.
worst feeling of finding the magical sword there because we hinted for it and we knew where the other 2 Triforce shards are that we needed. So I'm just like, cool, Sky. I'm like, let this be early and just check. I'm like, nope. Check the last room. Like, well, behind Tia. Of course it's behind Tia. It's like I could have saved so much time by just going right to Tia. I'm like, okay, well, whatever.
yeah, I did that early, so I full looted. I think I full looted every dungeon as far as I know because I was like hoping that stepladder was on Mermaid side and Oxy, and it wasn't.
Yeah, I did. I did Mermaid side first. So
yeah, it felt bad.
Yeah, you full cleared everywhere but Earth.
No, I
I
full
don't
cleared.
think did you do 4?
Yeah. We didn't.
Okay.
We didn't hint for the Triforce at that point, so I didn't know what was.
Oh,
passed.
okay. Oh, you gave me a mild panic attack when you reset out of Earth because we knew there was a Triforce piece there, and you got the Oxyel and you left, and I couldn't remember where it was, but I saw that you didn't get it, and I was like, oh no, please let that be somewhere that like he checks going back in, otherwise, oh no.
Yeah, no, I figured Oxyel was a thing. I was trying to get him like stepladder as quick, or whatever it was, bow.
Yeah.
As quick as I could, so I knew that like I needed to loot past there after that. It's fine, but yeah.
Yeah, we were saying having to double dip Earth is awful. Like knowing that we're going there is required without the rod is just gross. But then to go in and it's proc gen on top of that, it's like, hey, why? What did anyone ever do to you?
Mm-hmm. I got excited too when I saw the X-Cal like immediately, and then I did like my hint for tail immediately, and I was like, oh, I need this, and he hints for that, and it's like, oh, you need this, and I was like, well, we're not getting that for a while.
Ever,
yeah.
I was honestly kind of hoping.
Really bad.
I was honestly kind of hoping a hint for an item would come out so that it was like locked behind the bottle or some stupid thing.
No, we had that yesterday.
Yeah, slab.
Yeah, slab turret.
Was there something behind bottle? No, right? Yeah.
Not bottle, but it was slab.
Yeah, it was slab.
Yeah. Technically even worse, but
yeah, the other game 3 funny enough had something behind slab. It was Triforce that time behind slab, which is
all of them. Yeah, all of them yesterday did. We didn't get it 3 games in a row.
Don't worry, we still have finals. The game still has the possibility of having a few more jokes.
Yeah, I'm a little worried of what the parties might be, given I think we might have used all the fighters in the semifinals.
Yeah.
I think every race
was it 5 of the 6 games?
Yeah,
I think so. Yeah, they was all fighters for the other 3, and other than y'all's game 1 that was thieves, it was all fighters. So yeah, 5 of the 6 races in the semifinals were fighters.
The randomizer heard us talking. Where'd you put all the fighter seeds? It's like, all right, fine, here, have them. You wanted them, take them.
Put them in the second half of the tournament. It was a luxury in the first half.
That way.
It was a standard in the second half. Now it's just going to be black belt and red mage for the finals.
I mean, I'm fine with that.
Like, you want to win games, like you're gonna have to earn it. We're giving you nothing but unpleasantness.
Red mages aren't unpleasant. What are you talking about? I'll take red mages any day.
I mean, sure, but the problem is they're squishy. Take that game 1. You'd had red mages in there, and they wouldn't have lasted long.
I mean, you take pretty much anything into that chaos, minus like a fighter that has 700 health. You're probably dying to that chaos without luck. So. Except the red mages might have had Cure 4, so that might have actually helped that chaos, actually.
Or Heal 3. Also decent.
Yeah, that would have helped too.
And Life 2. I love red mages with sorry, I love pink mages, I should say. Makes me like them a lot more.
Oh wait, are they pink mages for this?
Yes, they are.
Oh, I never realized that. Okay.
Yep.
All right.
Yeah, because they don't show up ever.
Yeah.
Right.
I think I had them 2 times. Both times they had Life 2, so it was nice.
Yeah, I played with pink mages once, and I didn't know what they were until I had them in the seed. I would have to play with them more to find an appreciation for them. Let's just put it that way.
No, you won't like them. I mean, they're like white mages, but with a spattering of black magic.
To get like a red mage sprite that looks like Santa for the final.
Nope, sorry. Can't do it. Can't do it. My red mages have to be purple.
Purple is the best color.
Yeah, it's second best color. But it goes really well with the first color, so.
Black?
Absolutely.
Okay, so I guess we'll go ahead and move us on to final thoughts then. Link and Darthling, do we have any final thoughts moving on to the next round?
Looking forward to it. I think it's going to be a good set of races. We'll see if we end up, because both semifinals went best of 3. We'll see if finals ends up best of 3 as well. But looking forward to it. And I guess at this point, like Fizzle and I broke the team up from last year, so now we got to face each other in the finals instead. So fun.
Yeah, that'll be cool.
I feel like that's only fitting. Yeah.
Yeah, I was thinking about that after y'all win. I was like, oh, so last year's champs now have to battle it out because now only one of you get to be.
Can be only one. Woobear, any final thoughts from you?
No, same as always. GG's. Thanks for putting on the restream stuff. Thank you to RPG Break for hosting us. It was fun. This tournament was cool. Less ProcGen Earthcave next time, but
co-signed, and I didn't even play it.
I do appreciate that I kept the 100% lose rate with ProcGen Earthcave.
I saw you mention it in the chat when you got in there, but I did remember yesterday you were just like, let's look and see if it's ProcGen, and if it is, just forfeit and go do something better with our evening. And I saw it, and I'm like, oh man. I would have laughed so hard if just for funsies you would check just to see what it was without going in.
I thought about it.
But yeah, ProcGen. Just why.
Yeah, ProcGen's cool. It's the specific combination of ProcGen with like randomized treasure that AP like doesn't give you the hints for. It's like, Vampire Chess. Meanwhile, Vampire Chess is on like floor 4. You know, like.
Yeah, that's the only thing that I don't like about the flag set is the randomized chess location and the fact that hints just tell you go to this dungeon, and it's just like, okay, great,
not helpful.
Yeah,
semi-helpful.
Like,
but not
cool.
really.
I know where to go, but I'm still having to usually full clear because it always ends up being the last chest you check, anyways.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, other than that, I thought the tournament was great, a lot of fun. Looking forward to next year to see what game we get paired with.
Okay, Danny, any final thoughts for us tonight?
I had no, just GG to Jack Link, so moving on to the finals. GG to Chaos and Hyrule for making it this far. They ran a fantastic tournament, and so GG to them to getting through this far, and just thanks to Becklin and our trackers and Zoa and DM Stewart for helping out tonight. RPG Limit Break, as always, for letting us take over the channel for a little while. And yeah, like we said, finals are now set. Jack Links versus Twins, which is Lord Fizzlebeath and Zenobian. Last year's champs battling it out. Should be really good. Finals will be this week. Schedule to be determined once the 4 of them hammer it out. Or I attack them with gifts till they do. So, yeah, finals this week should be fun. If you've had fun watching these races, you should tune in because I'm sure they'll be great. So,
okay, and and with that, I think everything's been said. So I'll just go ahead and plug the Discord. We have links for both the Final Fantasy Randomizer community Discord as well as the Discord link for Z1R. I do know that Z1R AP is a lot different than Z1R in general. It's a lot more of like a basic version of it. So if you enjoy Zelda Randomizer, go check out the Z1R Discord and get involved in that. They have things like entrance shuffle and randomized dungeons and stuff like that. So it's a lot of fun. But yeah,
Rumble coming up too.
Oh yeah, the early new the new game? Yeah. Same thing with the FFR coming up in January. The Duckling program will be starting, so new player programs all around. So yeah, if you've enjoyed what you've seen tonight, go check out the links in the Discord and come hang out. Also, you can grab the spectator role if you just want to get pinged for more races too. So, but with that, yeah, thank you RPG Limit Break and GG's to the runners. Thank you Danny and our trackers. With that, I think that's all. So, look forward to seeing the finals coming up sometime this week. Hopefully this week. Hopefully before Christmas. We can dream, right? But yeah, with that, I think we're gonna go ahead and sign off for the night. GG's, have a good night, everybody.